Okay, ladies, you have your kit. You are officially ready to launch. And technically, if you had products before getting your kit, you would technically be ready to launch then. But let's go ahead and think about what to do now. So you have your kit. It has a whole bunch of products in it. It doesn't have all the products, but it has a whole bunch. So what you need to do is play with them. That's right. Your job from now on is to play with products. It's to wear products. Like, that's what your job is. Put it on your face. Play with them. Wear them. Take pictures in them. Like, that's your job now. Your job is to get paid for putting on the makeup you're wearing anyway. Seriously, that's your job now. Can it get any better? Okay, so one thing I would do too is hopefully at this point you have joined a boot camp, or you will be. That will give you some other additional training, but I'm going to kind of skim through things as quickly as I can right now to give you an idea of what to do. Okay. So your biggest thing when you have your products, and even if you have other products, that's only bonus, is to get working on your launch party. Your launch party is in that Facebook group I told you to create from the beginning. Hopefully the one that either you've added me if I'm your sponsor, or that you've added your sponsor to. You haven't added guests yet. You've just added one person, because that's all you need to create a group. You've created a catchy cover photo. You can find them on Pinterest. If you don't want to create your own, you can search up, Facebook cover photos unique. You can do that, or you can go on websites like PicMonkey.com or Canva.com, and you can create Facebook banners that way, either using quotes, a picture of you, a fun little thing. So that's what I would do. I would search either on Google, Pinterest, and use those websites and have an adorable little cover photo, because you don't want that blank. And then probably have something in there to get to from the start, like the Love It Guarantee. Or what about the start of Unique? You should know the start of Unique. If you got one of the kits that were available after January 2nd, there's a little video in there that will tell you some about it. And if you didn't, then go ahead and get familiar with the actual mission and the origination of the company. It's honestly a cool story, and it's what makes us different. It's what makes us more than makeup. It's what makes this whole thing way more powerful than a bunch of girls who like makeup who are taking selfies. Because you know what? You don't have to even be a true makeup person to love this business and to do well in this business. Okay, I love makeup because I think it's fun. But there's a million people who don't, that they just kind of put on whatever, get through the day. They're not even, quote, makeup people, but they love our products, even if they're minimal with their products, and they love building a business. So, anyway, okay, sidetracked. Okay, so launch party. So here's what I would do. I would go through and write down on a paper an outline for your launch party. And I would think of what you want to present and an order you want to present it. And here is the things that I would think of. The biggest keys, sorry, I'm trying to get in good light here. Okay, the biggest keys that I would be aware of as you're creating your launch party in your VIP group is your primary goal is actually not to sell. It's not. It should never be to sell, because selling can get spammy and salesy and yucky, and it can turn people off. It's actually the reason it took me so long to even want to begin this company, because I had a bad taste in my mouth for spam, all the spam that was on Facebook, the graphics, the this and the that, all the stuff, that was just clogging up people's newsfeed. It wasn't personal. It wasn't valuable. Okay. So be something different. So my advice to you is to, first of all, put the customer first and think of value. What do you want your VIP group to be? What do you want your customer base group to be? Do you want it to be a place that they want to check out, to learn from, to get beauty tips and tricks, to learn that you can put on our Bonbon, our tinted lip gloss, and you can, or tinted lip balm, and you can wear it on your cheek too as a blush? What? Mind blown. I didn't know that before. Okay, you're giving them value. You can show them how they can use an eye palette. And hey, they can put it on their eyes. They can use it as a liner. Some of the eye palettes have colors that you can fill in your brows. You can contour your cheeks. I mean, what? You are providing value. You're not just showing a picture of the palette and say, here's my link, buy it. No, okay? Put the customer first. Put the things that you would want to see, the things that would help you, the things that would provide value to you. Put that first, and that would be how you organize your launch party, okay? So instead of getting every graphic under the sun, instead of spamming your link here, there, and everywhere, don't do it, okay? You want these people to stick around, and you want them to value you and respect you, okay? So my advice would be to come up with a system, an organizational system. Your sponsor, your team, all that stuff will be happy to help you as well. How I personally run mine is I start with building a face. I start with talking about our face products, our primer. And instead of being like, here's our primer, buy it, link, no. Explain to them, what can you use primer for? What problem in their life would primer solve? Is their makeup coming off? They put it on in the morning and by noon it's gone. That's a problem. Primer can help them solve that. Do they have really oily skin and it's breaking down their makeup? Primer can help them. Do you have their makeup products go further so they don't have to use as much foundation or eye products, etc.? Primer can help them solve that, okay? So think of each product and think of the value behind the product. And you put the value first because you're putting the customer first and you're showing them why they need it. Okay, so I start with like primer and then I go into foundation. I might show a before and after foundation. You could do a half face foundation, half not. I have, like a little video of me doing this before foundation, showing my skin, and then doing the same exact thing after my skin. Side note, VidStitch, V-I-D, VidStitch is a phenomenal app. I know if you have it on iPhone, I'm not sure if it's available on Android, but try that. You can put two videos right next to each other, and it's like super easy. How long does that take to do a video like that? 3 seconds, okay? Be efficient too. All right, so I show the primer, or I show the skin products, talk about the difference in the skin products, okay? So again, make it personal. Anything you have personally, use. If I am your sponsor and you are on my team, you're obviously welcome to any of my content as well. I have just about anything you could possibly want. And if I don't have it, gosh darn it, I should, and I'll make it. But the biggest part of your launch is to infuse yourself in it as much as possible. If you only show things from other people, it's going to be like, okay, but what do you really think? They want to know what you really think. So infuse yourself. Put yourself in the pictures. Take the items in the kit and look at those and think, okay, what can I do with this? Oh, okay, an eye palette comes in the kit. I'm going to have an eye day where I talk about eye products. I might not have all the eye products, but I have some, so I can show how they can use this eye palette, all the different ways they could use an eye palette, how they can use an eye palette for an easy day look and to use it for a night look, how they can take the same eye palette and get a couple different looks, how to apply using an eye palette. If you don't know, guys, go back to that university. There's a million trainings on how to use eye palettes yourself. If it's something that you don't know, it's okay. This whole process is a learning process for all of us. Okay, so think about that. Think of what you have in the kit. Think of what pictures you could take, what videos you could take. Think of what value, again, the value of the product. So I start with the face. You could even start with the skin if you wanted to start with skincare. It's totally up to you. And then I break it down. I do a day on eyes where I show the 5 different eye palettes. I might not have 5, but I can show all 5 of the palettes, and then I can show a look with the one I have, okay? A splurge shadow, that's a great thing to show because it's easy. It's easy eye makeup. You can show how you can wear it by itself. You can show how you can combine it with a palette and put a color in a palette in your crease, okay? You can find a graphic of all the splurge shadows, but show them how easy it is to apply the one that you have, okay? So again, if you're taking graphics, generic graphics from things, that's fine, but make sure you try to personalize them either in a collage form or either in your video, something where you are somehow infused in there as well. At least for most of your posts. If you don't have all the products, it's fine. Steal from other people for the other ones. Okay, so then I might have like a lip and a skin day or something like that. I don't know. Think of what products that you want to do, a mascara day, whatever. Think of your organization. I would suggest no more than 3 posts a day. I would do like a morning, mid-afternoon, somewhere around a little after lunchtime, and then in the 8 o'clock time frame, 8 to 9, 8 to 9:30. Not too late. You don't want people to be sleeping. But that way, if people aren't on it in the morning, and they don't get to check it then, and they forget, they go on their day and they forget, well, maybe the fact that you post in the afternoon or the evening will jog their memory to be like, oh yeah, I want to go check that out, okay? So posting that 3 times a day is helpful, especially for your launch, especially as you're trying to show them these products. You don't have to post 3 times a day every single day from now until the end of time. But I do suggest for your launch party, for your initial launch party, to post a little more frequently so you can get them familiar with the products. You can get them excited. You can get them seeing the stuff. So, oh, I got this stuff all over my face. Okay. What else? Oh, biggest part of your launch party. Open a party link for yourself. Okay, so you're going to go to your back office on your website and you're going to go to My Parties. You're going to create your own party. You're going to pick yourself as the hostess and you're going to get a party link that way. The reason you do that is because that will stay open for 10 days. Any orders placed within that 10-day period, you give them this site, it will go toward these party rewards. So you will be getting your commission, yes, and you will also be getting hostess rewards. So you'll be earning YCash toward your free product and half offs and all that stuff. So you get to double dip. Make sure you do that before a soul orders. You want to make sure that you're getting more than just your commission. In fact, always keep a party link open. When 10 days have gone by, and the party's closed, open a brand new one. If it doesn't qualify, if you don't get $200 in orders in that 10-day period, there's no penalty, there's no harm, but always keep one open because you might as well just try, okay? So, launch party, get your link, get organized, get your thing, everything written down, and when you look at your script or your outline, I guess, for lack of a better word, it will help guide you into what content you need to make. It will help you like, okay, well, make or find. Well, okay, if I'm having my eye day and I have these things I'd like to show about eyes, what do I need to either make myself, either a collage or a quick little video, or what do I need to find pictures of, okay? That'll give you specifically, because honestly, the sky's the limit, and that will help focus you into what you need for your launch party. And the information and your organization that you use for your launch party, guess what? You can use that stuff again. You're using this material more than once, which is what the great part about this is. You do the work up front, but then as you find a friend who's willing to host a party for you, and another friend who's willing to host a party, or their friend is willing to host a party, okay? As you find that, you can use these posts, these collages, these videos that you've made, this script outline on their parties as well. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving. You do hard work up front, but you get to use it over and over and over again. So I hope that helps, that you can, sorry, my daughter is right behind me and I'm trying to ignore her because I'm doing a training. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you have any questions, I'm trying to think if I missed out on anything. Launch Facebook group. Once you've done that, tell your friends and family. Tell your friends and family on your main wall as well. Get them to the group so they can be part of your launch. They're going to want to support you. Also, here's one other thing I think is really important as you start. It's scary. I get it. You're going to have a lot of insecurities. You're going to have a lot of overanalyzing yourself. You're going to do a video and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate to hear yourself talk. You're going to look at your pictures and think, oh, my nose looks like that. My lip looks like that. My eye looks like that. Okay. You are going to have the tendency to criticize every last thing about everything you do. Because it's hard, and it's hard to put yourself out there like that. But let me encourage you by saying, number one, like, comfort zones are awesome, but nothing ever grows there. This is going to be the most growing, exciting experience for you, confident building experience for you, personally as a person. So I'm telling you, getting out of your comfort zones, I feel you. It took me 5 months to be willing to do a party. It was the biggest mistake because that's when my business started growing, is when I did parties. But I get fear. I get it. I get what you're saying, and I get those insecurities. But be afraid. That's fine. Just do it anyway. Your launch party, these are going to be people who know you, who love you, who want to support you. So just show them yourself. You don't have to have a perfect video. You really don't. If you get on Facebook Live, it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at me. I'm trying to do this training right now, and I have kids running all over that I'm trying to not have in the frame because I'm trying to focus on this video, okay? So, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can mess up. You can mess up your eyeshadow. In fact, one of my most popular videos I made, I was making a brow video. I used to do my videos where I would sit on a tub and a plastic tote, okay? A tote in my bathroom. I had a huge crack in the top of it, a huge crack. Why I didn't replace it, don't ask me. I just sat there on that darn tote and I kept making my videos and kept being consistent. Well, I have a video and I will not delete it, and I didn't edit it out because realness and people being able to identify with you trumps perfection any day of the week. So I'm sitting there on this tote doing my brows or something. My son comes up to me at the time. He puts his hands on the tote. I completely fall through. The whole... Okay. The whole...
Hello.
Okay, it's not a Facebook Live. The whole tote cracks. I fall through. Shh, you guys. It's embarrassing. But you know what? Like, it's life. And people identify with real people, okay? So be yourself. Be real. You don't have to be perfect. Your videos don't have to be perfect. If you see a bunch of perfect videos out there, guess what? Nobody's started perfect. Pick up your phone. Do your makeup in front of your phone, okay? Don't worry about the rest. Just do it. Just do it. It's okay if it's not perfect. Just do it. You will be glad that you did. That's all I can think of for now. If I think of anything else, I will have to do another video. All right. Bye, guys.